First of all, I wanna thank Expansive Worlds for giving us the chance to play this new Spanish map a few days before its official release. Alright guys, today we are back on Call of the Wild theAngler after several months since the last time we played. Actually, the last time I played was also on early access, but on that occasion it was for the full release more than a year ago. So it's definitely been a while, and I am very aware that the game has offered several changes over the course of the last few months, including many improvements that were very needed back in the day. Hence I'm really happy to be back, and I'm certainly really excited to, for the first time, play on the new Aguas Claras Reserve, the new Spanish Reserve. You know, this map has 16 different fish species, 11 of which are new as far as I'm concerned, so get ready because this map looks quite exciting, it looks beautiful.
I'm Daniel, owner of Anca Molina, and we'd like to give you a warm Agua Clara welcome. We are an area famous for our hospitality and pescadito, the finest fresh fried fish you'll find anywhere.
Okay, we just arrived to this sort of town, which I imagine is like the main outpost. I mean, it is clearly not an outpost, but I assume it works just as one in Call of the Wild. You have the store here, you have everything you need to either customize your character or buy weapons. Now, I gotta say that the graphics look very impressive. I mean, very similar to the graphics in Call of the Wild, but better, since as far as I'm concerned, this game uses an improved, updated version of the Call of the Wild graphic engine, of the Honor Call of the Wild engine. So it's certainly not a surprise that the game looks quite similar to the Honor, but slightly better. Now I'm gonna request a boat, and let's begin this fishing adventure. Also, another thing I have to mention is that on this early access we have access to pretty much every single item in the game, since on this build we got unlimited money. I mean, it is an independent build and nothing we do here will save on our live build, so this rod and all the cool stuff we'll be using today will disappear from our account once the early access concludes. Oh, look at that. First fish of the day. It is a small one, but it's a start. Oh damn! Man, I forgot to change the line. We are using one of the weak ones. Still should be doable to get this one though. Come on. And that's it. It is a bronze scoring tench, 1345 score, not a giant, but as I said, there is a decent start. Alright, another fish. Is that the same species? I don't know, it kinda looks different. Seems to be extremely small as well though, maybe a juvenile. Okay, here we go. As you can see, I equipped a stronger line and the difference is massive. Well, that was honestly a piece of cake. And this one is a Crucian carp, also a bronze. Oh, what is that? Is that bigger? It also appears to be a carp. So I assume it is actually bigger. And it's also a Crucian carp, but this one is slightly bigger than the last one. This one is a silver. You know, this spot is looking decent. 3 fish in a span of 5 minutes is certainly not too bad, even though they were all small. Oh my god, look at that. Man, that one is big. Like, way bigger than anything we have seen so far. I don't think it is a carp though. Seems to be a completely different species, maybe one that we haven't seen. And it is certainly giving us a way stronger fight than the last two, but still it won't take us too long to catch it, since this reel is one of the strongest and this rod is amazing. I mean, this combo is perfectly usable against fish that are triple the size as this one, so this relatively small fish should be a piece of cake. Actually, now that I see it from closer, I think it is the same species as the first one we caught, which I don't remember the name, but I think it was a tench? Something like that. And yeah, it is in fact a tench, a gold scoring tench. The first gold we get on this new Spanish map. What a monster. I really wonder how close from diamond it is, because I don't think there's any way to see, but it looks absolutely massive. You know, definitely worth a picture. Now, as I was saying, this spot seems to be quite decent because it is really easy to see the fish here, and it is actually located really close to the starting location, which makes it very accessible. So what I wanna do now is to head over to this other part of the lake that appears to be way deeper than this one, and maybe the home of some of the bigger species. Oh, we got something. What is it? Apparently it's not too big. And it is a baby Comiso barbell bronze core. More fish. Come on. Well, it doesn't seem to be way stronger than the last one, so I assume it is similar in size. And yeah, it is also another Comiso, probably also a bronze, maybe slightly bigger. 11 score, what an absolute giant. Now that one is bigger. Finally. 1,000 bronze Comisos later, we finally have what seems to be a decent fish. And he's putting a fight, that's good. He's still fighting, which, not gonna lie, is a very promising sign. I mean, you would expect a gold or a diamond to put a way bigger fight than the bronzes. And that is happening right here. Okay, now he's 12 meters out, approaching 10. We almost have it. And as you can see, it is in fact a Comiso barbell, clearly bigger than any other Comiso we have seen. So I don't know. It may actually be huge. Come on, that's it. And he's a silver. Only a silver. Man, I was really expecting a bigger fish. I mean, size-wise he is way bigger than the bronzes, but score-wise it is quite disappointing, not gonna lie. Alright, we got something. And it's big. Man, that's a strong fish. It's really putting a fight. I'm actually gonna increase the drag because he keeps getting further. 40 meters out. Apparently an 80% drag is not enough to contain it, so I'm gonna increase it to 90. And hopefully that will be enough to be able to reel him in. Okay, 30 meters out, we are finally starting to overpower him. Come on. He simply doesn't wanna give up, he's still fighting. You know, I suppose it is way easier to reel in this kind of big fish using a bait casting rig instead of a spinning rig like this one. Even though it is the strongest. Well, it took a while to get him to this point, but now we have it at only 6 meters out and we're just about to catch it. And I just confirmed that it is in fact a common carp, but definitely bigger than all the bronzes I've gotten. Maybe gold. Let's see. And that's it, we caught him. As you can see, it is in fact a common carp, but this one has a silver medal and a score of 9377. You know, I have no idea how close it is to gold, but size-wise it is a monster. Whoa. Now that is a strong eel. That is in fact a strong eel. And hopefully giant. Well, at a first glance it seems to be decent. I've actually gotten like 10 eels already, but nothing bigger than silver. So I wonder how big is this one. Let's see. Okay, we got it. And there is a gold, 251 score. I assume it is a decent eel, 3.99 kgs. Now that is a nice model, isn't it? I have to say that the animations of this fish are quite impressive.